Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I'm a Whovian, and today I review Doctor Who, The Next Doctor. So this is the 2008 Christmas special where the Doctor finds himself in 1851, where he discovers that there is another man called the Doctor, and he believes to be his next incarnation, the next Doctor, and also finds the Cybermen are at work in Victorian London with minions such as the Cyber Shades, and they plan to launch the Cyber King, which is a big Cybermen factory. And the Doctor discovers that they ended up in Victorian era London from the Void when he sucked them all in with the season 2 finale. And of course the Doctor discovers these biostampers, and one biostamper that's particularly on him, and that Jackson Lake looked into it and thought he was the Doctor and became the Doctor, and that's who the next Doctor was, just a man who thought he was the Doctor. And of course, after gaining his memory back, Jackson Lake finds out he has a son that was taken by the Cybermen, and they then, the Doctor uses his TARDIS, which is an air balloon, something Ted, Ariel, something developed in style, and of course he then stops the Cyber King by banishing it out of Victorian age. And then of course the Doctor said if anyone had to be the Doctor, he was glad it was him, Jackson Lake, and he lets Jackson have a look on the TARDIS. And then after the Doctor explained that in the end his companions just break his hearts, he then no longer requests he joins him for Christmas dinner, he demands it, and actually changes the Doctor's mind, and they go off to have Christmas dinner. So that's the story there. So what did I like about this one? Well, I like that it was, again, another Christmas special. He had his companion for the episode, which was, Jackson Lake. Also, Rosita as well, who was like Jackson Lake's Doctor's companion, who was an East End girl. She was black. I don't know if that was historically accurate or anything like that, but at the end of the day, she was playing a character, and I thought her character was good. Typical East End girl from London. I also like the return of the Cybermen. This was like the third time they'd come back in the revival era, because they came back in the middle of Series 2, then in the Series 2 finale, and then this was their third outing with the 10th Doctor. And we had the big finale with the Daleks, so we got the Cybermen back. They changed slightly in their voice tone, especially the Cyber leader. This time he had black ear handles and his brain showing. And we also see this other character, what's her name now? Just look it up on the tablet. The next Doctor. Ah, yeah, that's it. Miss Harrigan. Miss Hartigan, who was working among the Cybermen, but then she was in line to be the Cyber King. I didn't really like her character that much. Again, she was unlikable, which of course she was meant to be, and wanted the working class men to manufacture the factory for the Cyber King with all the children, which that factory was actually filmed in the Torchwood hub. They weren't using the hub for Torchwood at the time, so they disguised it as a Victorian factory, which I thought was very clever and a way to save money. But of course, David Morrissey was good as Jackson, and I did actually like his what if kind of portrayal of the Doctor. I thought he was quite a cool concept. Also, there was the minions, the Cyber Shades, which were like hairy Cybermen. Not much is explained about them, but yeah, they were like low-key minions to the Cybermen. I did think though that the CGI was a little tacky with this one. I thought this was a bit of a cheesy episode in the end with the finale. It was a good start with it, but then that final act with the Cyber King, where it just turned out to be a big moving factory for Cybermen, I thought it was a bit tacky, a bit cheesy and stuff. The Doctor again makes that offer to, you know, where they can coexist in peace, but they don't take it, and then they leave him no choice. I do feel though that the visuals on this one are a little tad dated, just a little. Like, you know, it's all CGI, but a decent enough Christmas special. It's, you know, got everything you want from a Christmas episode. The whole Victorian Christmas, the snow, the carols, and the Doctor, you know, dealing with another Christmas threat again. And I believe this was not set in the present day, because before that we had like the Christmas Invasion, the Runaway Bride, Voyager the Damned, all set in present day Christmas. This time we had one in the past. Would be a while before we get to the future, but Moffat would see to that we do get one in the far future. But yeah, you know, the only Christmas special so far from Russell T Davies, at least in his first era, to be set in the past. I mean, Joy to the World recently, at the time of making this video, he set it like in the far future, the present, and different times and stuff. In fact, no, that wasn't Russell T Davies who wrote it, it was Stephen Moffat. Yeah, I would say that this is probably the only one that is not set in the present day from Russell T Davies. So yeah, the Next Doctor. The title was a little misleading, but I like the references we had. For the first time in this era, we got to see faces of classic Doctors before the 10th one, through a biostamp, so we know that the 8th remains canon and all that. But yeah, it was a good episode, just like a little cheesy and tacky at the final act and that, but I think it wraps up great. And we got a quick, like, you know, title card of the next special that would be to come, which will be Planet of the Dead, because 2009 was like the first time we had like gap years with the show, and you know, we were treated to 4 specials throughout that year. So anyway, ratings. I will give the performances a 10, the writing an 8, the visuals a 7, and my personal, I'll give it an 8. So there you go, there is my Who review for this one. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who review. So until next time, run for your life.